The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome everyone to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bruins will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, Orient. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
This Stanford offense is humming. Set up with another first down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it, matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Makes the catch. It's McClain. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Dropping back, it's Gulbranson. Got his man in the middle.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Stanford now has it in the red zone. They're working that left side. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The 11th play of this opening drive, they face a 3rd and short. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a 3rd down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. 1st and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession, and force a field goal.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Defense going all in to stop the run. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cardinal.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Flores. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the UCLA Bruins offense will go to work for the first time today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the 2nd level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the 2nd level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the 2nd level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Got the back over the middle. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, on the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Looking for space, it's Thomas. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Zings it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Leaves it with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll sneak it.
Runs a sneak. Picks up 1. 1st and goal, UCLA.
The Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA.
Number 32.
A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the Cavs and Hokies have been duking it out today, and we finally have a winner. Virginia Tech managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Blacksburg had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Got a man, it's Davis. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. They'll ride Davis here. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Gulbranson. Got his man on the right. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The official says no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. He's piled up 76 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. And the Bruins can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the catch. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Catch in the middle, it's McClain. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Finds a man on the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Looking to throw, it's Branson. Gets it to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Under fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Oh, what a cut!
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Running back searching for a hole. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Try to get it to the edge. Finding an escape route. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. A 1st down for the offense. Caught behind the line. It's McClain. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw. It's Branson. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
He unleashes a long one. Got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. It's complete to the left. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They just keep firing. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Stanford! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Houston endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Clutch City, and the Cougs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Oh, better look out!
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Got his man downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Grabbed over the middle, it's Flores. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Tight end trying to get in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. And you see my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Here's the heat. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Wants to throw. It's Gobranson. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half.
31, Stanford, 14.
And here's the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. UCLA will go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And the Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Sweet cut there. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Bruins have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
They'll run play action. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
He's got an open man. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there.
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Bruins trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one.
Touchdown, UCLA! And the beatdown has ensued.
Awesome individual effort there by the running back. Breaks 2 tackles on his way in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
extra point.
And the extra point is good.
The kick is good.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
14.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too active.
Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Great place to start for this offense. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
Guys, the Palmetto Bowl is underway in South Carolina between the Tigers and Gamecocks. Here is the latest. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as...
There he goes! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get in the space and make the big gain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to Davis. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
That's caught. It's Davis. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. This drive will get from the 37-yard line. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick completion to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Here comes the offense on second down.
Black 14.
Trying play action. He lofts one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here. Only called on 1 time in that loss last week. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 35, he's got room. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Sneaks into the end zone. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback keeps it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He leaves it with his back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quarterback on the keeper. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's getting ahead of... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UCLA! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Iowa State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Ames. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. He lets it fly. He's got it on the left. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
He leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Staples. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. the Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not.
Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. He goes out of bounds at the 25, and this offense has an explosive play. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the air, it's Gulbranson. Snagged out of the air. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll go to the ground. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth.